everyone! Today I am going to show you brushes that are a dupe for the Artis brush. I know you've seen a lot of videos around YouTube, or at least you see like the thumbnails and the headlines and the titles, and it's like, okay. But for real, there are a lot of companies that are making quality brushes in the style of the Artis brush, but at a significant cost difference. And so my makeup brush set reached out to me and they sent me their 10-piece oval. It comes in this little velvet pouch. It was so cute. This is the gold one. And they're all synthetic. They're all cruelty-free, all that good stuff. But for this whole set, all 10 brushes is 40 bucks, I think. In fact, they have a variety of brush handle material. So like the plastic versus like the metal versus gold versus black. So they range from anywhere from $29.99 to $39.99 to, you know, $49.99, that kind of thing. So they sent me these for me to review for you guys, and that's what I'm gonna do because I'm pretty excited. So they don't have names or numbers necessarily that I can see them labeled with, but on their website, they do have it where they will list it by size, and they label them as A, B, C, and D, and so on. And so for instance, this A brush, which is the biggest one, is good for foundation and liquids and creams, and so it'll give you the description of what it is intended for. And so of course you can use any brush for whatever product on your face you want. And so I'm gonna do as much as I can using these brushes in terms of applying my makeup. I haven't used them yet, so this is kind of a first impression. Well, I used one or two of them just to play with, like I tried the eyeliner one because I was like, I've always wanted to try this little skinny eyeliner brush and see how it applies like powder liner and you know, stuff like that. So, but let me just show you in terms of, I have the Artis 6 and the Artis 10, and this one is like a workhorse for putting on your makeup, your foundation in like 3 swipes. This one I actually used originally for my makeup and I loved it. Some people think it's too small. I think I just liked it because of the way the foundation glided on, but it is maybe better for applying like cream bronzer and stuff like that, but I thought it worked fine for me. So what I don't think it does very well is like concealer in the corner. It's like really hard to get. This is 75, this is 65, if I remember correctly. So huge price difference. And what I've been hearing is that the Artis number 7 is more like this size, or maybe it's the 8, I can't remember. But now you can kind of see the difference in terms of size. And so this is the biggest of the My Makeup brush set, and it's not quite as big as the 10, but actually I've heard that this size is a little bit more user-friendly. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that today for my foundation. I'm probably gonna put on a cream bronzer with one of them, and I'm definitely gonna use some of these for like concealer and liner. So yeah, this is fun. I'm gonna tuck my hair back. Yes, I look pale and white. I'm wearing my BB cream. This is my ISO BB cream, and ooh, I have hair all over me. And it does come in one shade, and it's very white, and it's the purpose of that is to be, you know, like a makeup base, and to give even skin tone and to protect from sun, and yeah. So that is why I look so white. I'm going to use my Bliss Staycation foundation because, you know what, I decided I like it. You guys can check out that video of the review below. I can list it if you haven't seen it yet. I got this at Kohl's. Kohl's actually has some really good makeup. If you want to get the balm makeup, Kohl's is where you find it. Okay, so I am just gonna start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I'm not really sure why I started singing like Hank Williams. I'm gonna Speaking of Hank Williams, he was a really good yodeler. He used to yodel. Sorry. If I start to yodel, I just sound like Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob. But my gosh, if you grew up in the 70s like me and 80s, do you remember that Swiss Miss commercial where they yodeled? Love that. Those were good days, man. The 70s. Coming home from school and watching the Brady Bunch and the Monkees. Oh yeah, man, that was, and of course Little House on the Prairie. But that was on in the evenings. That was prime time. So these feel incredibly soft. They are clearly applying product. Oops, that's a fuzz. Applying product easily and quickly. My gosh. You're probably wondering about washing these, and let me give you a quick diversion about all these kinds of brushes, no matter what brand you get. So the Artis sells a cleaning pad with foam that you scrub it on, and that is supposed to do a good job of washing it, especially between uses. There's also instructions on their website, I'm talking about Artis right now, on their website about using them with, washing them with soap and water in your sink. And I will be honest with you, the foam and scrub pad from Artis, I feel doesn't work at all. I scrubbed this brush repeatedly. It did not come clean. I then cleaned it in my sink with some Bronner's liquid soap and really got in there and rinsed it out. And that's when, like, you could just see all the foundation coming out. So that's when I finally got it clean. So, and then it takes several days for it to dry because you want to make sure it's as much, you know, the moisture is squeezed out as possible. You want to shape it and maybe lay it on its side, rotate it, fluff it, that kind of thing. And then after a few days, it does dry perfectly. So I will say that in terms of regular makeup brushes, these require some more maintenance. If anyone else thinks otherwise, great. I'm happy for you that it, but don't let that be, don't let that be a deal breaker in terms of you don't want to use them, because I understand it's work, but because honestly, I think it's so much fun to apply my foundation with these guys. Yeah. But I wanted to talk about that. In fact, I almost did an entire video on just cleaning these kinds of makeup brushes, which maybe I should, because I feel like if you do it the sort of quick method or use any type of Cinema Secrets cleaner, you are not getting them clean. No. Okay, I'm gonna also now use the Undercover Secret Bliss concealer because I kind of liked that too. I'm gonna apply it from the tube, but then I'll blend it using the brush. Whoopsie, that's a lot. Okay, you guys, this is kind of crazy. Let's try this little guy. Ooh, ooh, he fits in there perfectly. I am making the weirdest faces. It's just really hard to kind of apply your makeup and go, I have to just like do that. Okay, so I really like this size for, this is like one of the medium, this is like the smallest of the oval shape before you get into like the liner ones. I like it. Let's see about, I'm gonna use this big one for powder. Problem is, how do I do that? I'm in my RCMA powder. Okay, that's not really. Okay, this is awesome. Ooh, feeling like I'm getting such good coverage with my powder this way. Who would have thought, like loose powder with a brush like this? I really like it. I'm gonna dip into my Chanel. I know this, okay, so Jaclyn Hill used this in, I can't remember which video, her bronze video, bronze favorite, whatever. And she loves this and uses all her cream products first and then her powder. When I bought this, when I went to that Chanel masterclass, they told me that this could go over powder. So I'm hoping they're right. And I'm gonna use this medium one and I'm gonna just rub it in. Look at that. Yep. Is it disrupting my foundation? No. So, I know that normally you don't put cream products over places you've powdered, but in this case you can. That's kind of like why I like this. I know it's expensive, but if you want kind of that glowy bronze look, I like it. And it smells so good. I love the smell of Chanel skincare and foundation and makeup. I'm like, I love it. I'm kind of a dork in that way. I know. Okay. Where's Rebecca? Oh, she's just over in the corner smelling her products. For me, I'm gonna use this medium-ish size one and I'm gonna just try to kind of put it on my eyelid. This is so weird. I'm using the color Blanc. Blanc. And now I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna try this round one. Is that not the intention for it? That might not be the intention for it. Nope, that's not gonna work. It's not soft enough. It doesn't give, it's too hard. So let me try this little guy. See this thin one? He looks like a toothbrush. And I'm dipping it in clay and cool taupe. And let me see. Now, I might just have to give up and use a regular brush. But oh my gosh, if you want to use a cut crease, this might be what to do for a cut crease. Whoa. I think these are going to work better for me for liners. Not really sure if they're intended to be used that way. So we're just gonna, yeah, let's go into dark mocha. Lorac shadows are crazy pigmented. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? I barely touched it. Now I have to like spread this thing all over. Oh, stick this in. I'm gonna put this in Amethyst and I'm gonna line underneath. Oh yeah, that works. Use this guy for liner. This is the longest of the thin ones. And I'm going to put it in jet black. And I am going to go along my lash line. You can also use this for contouring. Nikki Beach. Oh yeah, hello. Hello. Hello, highlighter. That's fun. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna do some brows and lashes off camera, and I will see you in just a second. Okay, I am back with my mascara and my brows. Is that what I left to do? I already forgot. And now I'm gonna put on some liquid lip. This is Jouer in Dulce de Leche. And I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. I mean, I could just use it from the tube, but I'm gonna see how this little brush works. Oh, that's nice. So there's two like this. There's this with the flat end and then this with the domed end. I'm gonna try the dome. Is that easier? Wow, I really like. Somehow it is making it easier to put it on. Okay. That was really easy. I might have to put some skinny dip over this, but okay. Oh, and I also added some blush. I used my e.l.f. blush in Shy. You guys, I think you can get this at Target, $3. Okay, so these brushes, my makeup brush set.com. Oh my gosh. So for $39.99, you get 10 brushes. That is like $4 a brush. Not just like $4 a brush. It is $4 a brush. And I know that there's been so many of these kinds on Amazon, and you're kind of going, okay, am I gonna like that or not when I get it? You know, because you just don't know. They all look like dupes and knockoffs, and yeah. So I can safely say that I think this brush set is a winner. I think it's great if you're looking for this style of brush. Yeah, so it's just this type of personal makeup brush. If you've been interested in it, check it out. I'll leave the link below. I'm not being paid for this. This is not a sponsored post. They just sent me the brushes and asked me to review them. So I'm showing them to you because I think they're pretty great. And that is all. And I will try to link as many products as I can. And you guys have a great day. Please subscribe, click like, all that good stuff, you know. And I will see you next time. Bye.